Hello, I'm Toycat, and welcome back to QnA Saturday. QnA Saturday is a weekly series I run on my channel where I answer your questions about a variety of subjects. They're usually focused around the next update for Minecraft console, but there's a lot of other variety stuff in there. And with that said, a lot of you did like last week's QnA Saturday because I got a bunch of questions, which is, by the way, the comment section of that is where all this week's questions come from. With that said, if you want to leave any for next week after you've watched the QnA, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. And while you're down there anyway, a like on the video would be very much appreciated. With that said, though, let's get straight into it, shall we, with the first question, which comes in from Ethan Malley. So Ethan Malley, or Ethan Maley maybe, asks, hashtag QnA, what's Mob Crush? And this is a really good question because it's something I mention at the end of videos and just, stream stuff all the time, but I never really entirely explain what Mob Crush is, and you might be confused by the whole idea. So in short, Mob Crush is, mobile gaming streaming. In long, Mob Crush is a brand new kind of platform that's dedicated just to mobile game streams. So you know how Twitch is mostly focused on PC games, like you'll see some people play console there, but not really too often. Mob Crush is kind of aims to be that, but exclusively for, mobile games. So it's not only just, mostly aimed at mobile games, you can only stream from iOS or Android there, and even Android streams a bit messy. And basically, yeah, the idea is that if you like, basically there is a big community of people who only play games on mobile, because a lot of people only have mobile devices, and if you're part of that community, because I know there's a lot of people who only play Pocket Edition watch my videos, then maybe Mob Crush is the site for you. And if you want to see me stream mobile games, whether it's 10 Billion Wives or whether it's Minecraft Pocket Edition, then you can do so at mobcrush.com/IVXToycat. Oh, got a little bit of an ad for myself in there, isn't that nice? With that said, let's get into the second question, shall we? Which comes in from Daedric Assassin, who asks, hashtag Toycat. Ooh, nice different hashtag. How would mods be installed on console? And I figured because it's been a really long time since I mentioned mods on my channel in any real capacity, I would just kind of explain how they would be done, because it's been mentioned by Mojang, it's been mentioned by a lot of people exactly how they could do mods on Minecraft console before, and it's not really mods in the traditional sense, i.e. you download this random mod from the internet and you do that. It's usually going to be mods in a more DLC fashion. So whether they're paid or whether there's just 100 different mods in a DLC store, it's hard to say, but it could basically work by kind of working in the same way a texture pack does right now. Everyone kind of has it installed in the background. You can get it if you want to, or you can not use it at all, and that would be the same way of mods. So here's a couple of concept art that we actually saw last year, I think it was last year in fact, to do with how the way mods would work on Minecraft console. And here you can just see, you download the mod and suddenly in your creative inventory you get access to this stuff. Anyone who wants to join your world has to have the mod at least downloaded so they can see it, and then boom, it's as easy as that. And you could see that being a pretty easy way to work on Minecraft console. So to answer your question, exactly how would mods be installed on console, you just download it in the same way you download DLC, and then anyone who wants to also join your game also has to have it, and then they'd be able to see the stuff. So yeah, a little bit of concept art that I just found randomly from like a year ago. Maybe you think that's cool. If you don't, let's move on to the next question though, which comes in from it comes in from Alexander Pelay. There's an accent on the end, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Hopefully it's Pelays. And they ask, when are they making a Minecraft film, Toycat? So the Minecraft movie has been in development for a really long time now, like years at this point, and I think it's, they had a lot of problems with directors, but they recently came through that all, and they're like, okay, we're going again, we're going strong, and that makes me think that, release date isn't too far out of sight. And for movies, that means I imagine we'll be probably seeing it at some point in 2017. That's roughly what they're probably going for, and, assuming there's no delays, yeah, the end of 2017 is probably when we'll see the Minecraft movie. So, yeah, I don't know exactly how they're going to do it. They've mentioned how they're going to have, a PG rating on it, so it's not going to be necessarily the same kind of thing they're going for with Minecraft, but I hope they do something really cool. They have a pretty cool director on, and they're going for something cool. I'm looking forward to seeing it, even if it's bad, because I feel like a bad Minecraft movie is almost better than a good Minecraft movie, and yeah, they are making it right now. That's the answer to your question. But yeah, let's move on to the next one, shall we? Which comes in from Bolton Bolt. Yeah, that's correct right there. And they are hashtag QnA. By the way, when you do hashtag QnA, the and separates the hash, whatever. So with that said, they ask, how do you choose questions for QnA Saturday videos? So the way I choose the questions for these is, generally speaking, the way, I'll look through the comments, because there's like 1,000 a week. I'll try to read through all of them, but usually I'll just get like 80% of the way down the list. And what I'll do is I'll just look through questions and be like, okay, is this something a lot of people are asking, or a lot of people want to know? I'll probably pick that up. Is this something that hasn't been asked before? Yeah, that's a good idea. Or does this just, inspire a story I want to tell? That's a good idea too. So yeah, the way I choose questions is I look through. If it seems like something a lot of people want to ask, yeah. If it seems like something that's kind of a cool one and it's unique, yeah. And if it's something that, provokes a story that I want to tell, that's a good idea too. So the reason I chose your question is because I wanted to explain to people exactly how I pick QnA Saturday questions. So hopefully that's a good enough answer for you. If it's not, we can move on to the next question, which comes in from Michael Bowser. I was going to pronounce it like Mikhail, but I realized it's just Michael. But yeah, they ask hashtag USA. When you get here, go to a shooting range. Hell of a lot of fun. And this is one I wanted to talk about too, because I was actually kind of excited to go shoot some real guns at some point. And then I realized the USA actually is kind of strict on the gun laws, especially on that like kind of East Coast in like the New York and New England area. And I figured what I'd do instead is in Europe. So pro tip for anyone that does want to shoot guns, you don't need to go to the US. Actually, there's a few places in Europe, Latvia, the ex-Soviet countries, where there's just so many AK-47s that you can just go shoot in the wild, and there's a lot less safety restrictions too. So I'm assuming it's going to be more fun there, and I'm looking forward to going there at some point. If it's easy to do it in the US, I'll look into it. If there's like a gun range under my hotel, then I might as well, but if not, then maybe not. So yeah, that's the answer to your question. Well, it's not really a question, it was just a suggestion. That's the answer to your suggestion. Yes, but no. And to the next question, which comes in from the Pixelizers, who asks, hashtag QnA, what do you like better? Classic Minecraft, no Hunger Bar, no Ender Dragon, etc., or Minecraft now? And I get really confused by this sort of question, because if you have the choice between having stuff and not having it, it's better just to have it. Think about it this way. You have 5 cakes. Would you rather have 5 cakes or 1 cake? I'm only going to eat 1 cake, or realistically half a cake, but I still want the 5 cakes because I don't have to eat them. And that's kind of what the End Dragon is. Like, just because the End Dragon's in the game, it doesn't mean you have to fight him. You can ignore that. The Hunger Bar, you can just walk around like you don't have hunger all day, and it will work just fine. So I think I definitely prefer current Minecraft, because you can just not do all the stuff you don't like, except all the stuff, that came in is really cool. I think there's very few Minecraft features that are removed from the game, and as a result of that, yeah, I like the current Minecraft quite a bit, thank you very much. So, with that said, let's move on to the next question, which comes in from John Horner, who asks, why did you stop doing 1.9 Let's Plays? The reason I stopped doing 1.9 Let's Plays is because, usually the way I continue a series is, like, if it's popular, if it's doing well, views and likewise, I'm like, yeah, let's do another one of those, and the last 1.9 Let's Play did really well, but the thing about it is I died and I lost all the stuff, and it wouldn't really be a continuation of that Let's Play. I'd be starting another one, and maybe I should start a brand new, like, 1.9 Hardcore or UHC, which would be insane, but, at least that series is kind of dead, because it kind of has to be. Like, there's no point bringing myself back from the dead, at least not in my opinion, and yeah, that's the answer to your question right there, John Horner. Let's move on to the next one, which comes in from George Hollyhead, who asks, hashtag QnA, will there ever be enchanted golden carrots that give you night vision? And this is the coolest idea, right? At least I think so, because it's the enchanted golden apple, and it's the only enchanted food, and it just seems a bit off, because it's super powerful, and it's not really even enchanted, it's just made from better stuff. So what I think would be cool is if there was an enchanted version of every single food, of most types of food. So for instance, yeah, the enchanted gold carrot, you make it from is it made from gold ingots right now? Make it from gold nuggets. There you go. Then it gives you night vision as well as giving you good saturation. That'd be a really cool combination. It'd make it the true combat carrot, which is a pretty nice name. But I think it'd be cool if you could enchant other foods. So imagine you could enchant cake to have infinity, and you could literally just eat the cake over and over again. It would actually be pretty balanced because cake isn't actually that good of food, and I think that'd be awesome. Imagine the infinity cake that you can eat forever, or at least eat until it runs out of durability. Or imagine you enchant a steak, and that steak heals your entire hunger bar, but in exchange it's like 9 steak in 1, or compact steak or something. I don't know. Enchanted foods is the coolest idea, and I really loved it. Is that just me? Am I just rambling on to myself about something I really love? If it is, then that's a shame. But if it's not, you should go ahead and I don't know, tell Mojang to put enchanted food in the game. With that said, though, we'll move on to the next question, which comes in from MCP Dojo. In my head I'm reading that as like MCP Do, but it's MCP Dojo 64, and they ask, hashtag QnA, why was Minecraft Pocket Edition Lite abandoned? I have it. So the reason Minecraft Pocket Edition Lite was abandoned, as far as I can tell, is because the thing about light versions of games, or trial versions of games, and all these other types of games that they do, is it's an entirely separate app, and you have to update it separately. And with Minecraft gets updates pretty regularly, and to update that demo over and over again, which would actually take quite a bit of work, was something I guess they just didn't want to do. And one of the big things about Minecraft is they want to make sure that every version is updated. So that's why they scrapped it. That's why it's not coming back. And if you still have it, like I do and like you seem to do, it's pretty cool, but there's not too much you can do with it, it seems. So yeah, that's the answer to your question. Let's move on to the last one here, which is from Frozen Armadillo, who asks, hashtag Q and unicorn. So that's it. Are you ever going to Bahrain? Bahrain, I think is the way you pronounce that. So I figured I'd answer one of these weird, like, are you going to country questions every episode, because I get so many of them. So what about Bahrain? I mentioned a billion countries. The thing about Bahrain is it's actually, like, in that kind of area where there's lots of scary countries that will execute you because, I don't know, you do something slightly off. I think Bahrain is probably the least scary of them, so I think, yeah, I'll probably go to Bahrain at some point in, like, 2018 or something. I don't know, like, this year I've got Europe covered. Next year, who knows what I'll be doing. Maybe covering all of the Middle East. I think that's probably a bad idea, because there's a lot of rules that I like to break just because, you know, like, you know when you see a sign and you're like, you know, it says, like, no standing, and you stand in front of it? I'd be doing that, but, like, I'd get myself arrested and taken to prison. So, probably not a good idea for me to go to most countries, but still, Bahrain, it's somewhere high on the list. It's in the top, like, 50. That's not very reassuring at all, is it? With that said, though, let's move on to the last question here, or the actual last question, because I accidentally added this to the project while I was searching for questions, and I don't know how old this is, but they ask, Old Miss Rebel Fan asks, is there a release date yet for TU14? And I do have to tell you, there is release date. It's March the 28th of 2013, or 14. So yeah, there you go. There's your answer. Hope you all enjoyed today's Q&A Saturday. Again, I have no idea how that slipped in there. Like, it was just in the project at the start, and I was like, well, we got to answer it anyway. And now you all know when TU14 is coming out. So I hope this video did help you out in some way, or that you like Q&A Saturday in some way. Like it if you do like it, share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos just like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Quick reminder for everyone in the comments, I know people don't care and they'll do it anyway, but you don't have to do any hashtags, whether it's hashtag Q&A or QnUnicorns or whatever it is, and yeah, just keep that in mind. Anyway, yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and goodbye.